get serious. Coming? Come on! What'd you say, honey? Yeah? Well, try not to step in it. Neighbors have been telling me a couple miles from here that they're getting dumped on. I don't want to get a pop-up storm and flood out my little island cut. I spent a lot of time yesterday shoveling muck and mud out of it because it was a hole that got full of water for several months, and I don't, you know, be doggone if I let it fill right back up again. I'd be a fool. Come on. Nah, we'll take it at that. Been working on the pond. Haven't said too much about it, but been trying to get some good video footage, so hopefully we'll put something good together for you guys. The island cut is through. It's finally through. If you guys go back to when I was making a video and I was talking about how I was digging a road down to get through the mud back when the woods were all full of water, I was digging in this cut and I was just stacking debris to both sides as best I could. And back then I didn't remember I'd cut a big hole down in here. Well, I ended up filling this hole back in to get back in and make this haul road around the front of the island. But now the new haul road will go around the back of the island, and all of this that's under the front of the island can all be hauled out as fill. So that's a whole lot of dirt that I just gained access to that I didn't have. I couldn't take it before because then I wouldn't have a way to get back to the back of the pond. So now the new haul road will come around the back of the island here. And I'm actually probably gonna have to take... Oh, Bear, you're okay, honey. Just a little sticky mud. Back up, back up, back up. So I'm gonna have to start hauling dirt from the front first and fill some of this in, because right now we've still got a low spot in here. If we get a big rain, it's gonna collect in here, and I'll have a big puddle right in the middle of my pond. So definitely today I've got to haul dirt around back here. I graded out. Bear, what's wrong? You're not even stuck in mud. Caroline Emerson, come help Meredith, please. She's scared. Anyway, third attempt. I'll have to start hauling dirt from the front of the island, pouring it around back. Fourth attempt. I got to do something with this whiny little girl. She's just whiny, 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 whiny. All the time whiny for no reason. Bear, don't you start fussing about that mud. You're not even stuck.
We're not even stuck. It's just...
Not even stuck. Yeah, no mud balls. No mud balls. No. You will cry about the mud and then play in it? Okay, so first probably, I don't know, 20 loads off the front of the island. We'll just come right back around here around the back. And I could actually bale a lot of it and track it with Rosie. I just don't want to. There's no, I don't need to. I don't want to put that much wear and tear on the undercarriage. But gonna bring this road up a couple more feet so that there's a high point here instead of a low point, and it will shed out both ends of the island. And I'll probably have to do that too, just kind of as I work, because right now I tried driving through here with the tractor last night and you can see it's gooey. Yesterday I had to, this was a pond basically, so I had to bale a bunch of mud and muck out of it. You can see there's some fresh stuff all piled up there and a little glob here, and I dumped some up on the island. So I had to get all that mud and muck out, and now I've got to raise it up, like I said, and get a solid basin. So then this will be the new haul road I'll have to cut these banks down probably a little bit because they're going to keep eroding in, so I'll cut them anyway. The island is actually several feet higher than it should be, I think, in certain spots. So I've got to get that muck back off of it. Hopefully it doesn't kill the trees. They seem to be doing okay with it over the years. I've piled more dirt up there and it seems to be doing okay. Anyway, so that's the island. I'm so excited to kind of show it off in its infancy because obviously it's not done yet. Long-term plan, there'll be a bridge somewhere here going over. There'll be a footbridge to get out onto it. And then there'll be maybe a little pavilion on the island, a dock, you know, whatever. Just make it a cutesy little island. Now, all of the overburden that I've been stripping off, remember I've got 4 feet of overburden. And of course the urge is to just take all that in the truck and haul it off somewhere up by the house to fill in, you know, mud holes or fill out a barn lot. But actually, what I've been doing is I've got this mound. So see there in the pond, you're down on good clay. Now we're climbing up this mound that's much steeper than I realized. So now we're back up here about 5-6 foot above grade. And I've been taking all this overburden and just shoving it further out into the trees. So that's expanding my dry working area, so that I can keep taking the pond west like this, not having to get mats. And I throw all this overburden out here, you know, find something else to do for a week or two or whatever while it sets up. Because right now, throw the dirt on top of the water, it's going to be a gooey, sticky mess. You're going to sink. But ultimately just trying to push this stuff out ahead of me. Once I get to where my deck is basically too big or bigger than it needs to be, then I can cut a few loads of this overburden out and take it up around the house somewhere wherever I just want some, you know, kind of lame topsoil on the yard or something. Bear, what's wrong now? Now you can't get down? Come here. Come here. You're just whining about everything. Did you sleep good last night? Yeah, then stop being a grouchy whiny. Okay? So, I've kind of made a mess. Obviously, I do that a lot. You guys know that watch me and judge me. I've got quite a few trees. Well, obviously the ones laid out over here that I managed to pull out. Same as the ones that are over there on the back of the pond. But I've got several that I've knocked down in here that I couldn't really get a hold of when I was working, that I've got to kind of pull back out. I don't know if I want to get the tractor or what I want to do, but I've got to get them pulled out of there. I don't want to bury them. And I've got to get my game camera. It's right there. I got to get it recovered before I end up knocking a tree down and hitting it. But that's basically, the game camera is basically on my property line. So I'm trying to keep shoving dirt over till I get to the edge of my property line. And we'll round out this whole back corner of the pond a whole lot more. Last thing I want to do is try to get Rosie in over here, if I can. Break down a ramp and come back down into the bottom of the pond and very, very carefully test that fill and silt and see if it's got a bottom to it, and try to get as far back out here closer to where we're standing and bail out. There's a bunch more good clay in there that I'd like to bail out and get back up. Whether or not I haul that clay up by the house or whether I use it just to put back against the bank to make the banks not so steep, I haven't really decided, but I want to try to get in there and get it if I can. Anyway, so yeah, here's kind of an overhead view of the island, and I got some pictures that I took with the drone that I can add on the end here, but you guys get an idea now. Old haul road coming around to here, new haul road. So gonna be taking all this off the front of the island. I'll leave a ledge probably 6 feet so the island will be, you know, up above water, and then it'll drop off, you know, 4 to 5 feet. There'll be a ledge about 6 feet wide, and then it'll drop off again into oblivion. So anyway, that's the plan for the island. Just wanted to show it off a little more just because I'm super excited. I'm so happy that I finally broke through. Way more dirt moving than I thought it would be. Always is. Oh, and yeah, you know, like I was saying, I'm going to put dirt in there to raise it up. That'll actually be beneficial too, because right now when I come through in the excavator, I'm down in a hole. I can't see up on top of those banks. So I want to raise that whole road up enough that I can come through with the excavator and kind of be looking down on all those piles that I've dumped out in the woods, and probably pull a lot of that stuff back into me. Maybe load a few loads of it out on Wilbur and then haul it up for just general fill somewhere. But that's going to be the order of business today. I've got to go get diesel, and then I've got to go the other way to go get oil, and we'll get Wilbur up and running. Hopefully by the end of the day today, I'll be hauling some dirt off the front of this island.